what was like your first experience with like computers and phones and all that? Like, how was that for you?
Well, I worked down here for the 10 years, and my husband worked over at the power plant, and so he worked shift work, so he got tired of being home those 10 years so many times, like on the evening shift. Well, he would come by school here, and we'd talk about 5 or 10 minutes, or I'd get home in the lane, and we'd talk 5 or 10 minutes, and he said, I'm tired of being home by myself, and he said, I want you to quit and come home. Well, that year, that next year they were going to introduce computers in the school system here. And so that year, right toward the end of the year, they brought computers in and they started to teach the secretaries about it. And they asked me, said, do you want to be in on this? And I said, no. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm on your phone. I said, no, I'm going to retire. I'm not going to be here next year, so it's no need for me to get into computers. And that was a bad mistake. I should have taken it, because I could have gone ahead and taken it down here and learned about it. And I'm very ignorant about cell phones and things I need to be up on now. These little children can work it all, and I can't. So when I have to go to family to get some help with my iPhone and with my iPad, but I enjoy what I do know, and I wish I knew more.
What is your opinion on like Facebook, like those things like that?
I have Facebook. I didn't have it for a long time, and I've had it for about a year now, and I've enjoyed it. It's kind of like a newspaper. I can kind of keep in touch with friends and people that I know, and even cousins in Alabama and things like that we can do. Now, there's some things on Facebook that doesn't need to be on there, and it's getting worse and worse.
So you just like the connecting part of it?
Yeah, just keeping in touch with everybody.
I just like keeping in touch with everybody about Facebook, and then sometimes we get news of somebody dying, that's put on Facebook, and then even news of the United States. Sometimes when I'm watching, it'll come over my Facebook, and I enjoy that. But I don't enjoy the trash that's on there, and it's getting to be more and more trash on Facebook.
So did you grow up, like whenever you became an adult, did you have a TV? Or when did that come about?
No. My grandfather got a TV. I can remember the first TV I ever saw. I was still in school here in Palestine, and we went. The Littlefields has a grocery here in Palestine. They had a daughter that was my age, and Buster Littlefield bought his family a TV, and it had a little round screen about like this. And she had a TV party, and so some of the teenagers went down there, and we got to see. That was the first one I ever saw. Now, we had a radio at home when I was young that we ran off of a battery, and we had radio, but that was the first TV I had seen, and then I didn't have any in the family until my grandfather got one, and then it was several years later before my folks got one.